My name is John, and I am writing these memoirs as I sit here in my quarters aboard the USS Odyssey. I am an officer on this ship, and it has been my home for the past few years. As I stare out at the stars beyond the window, I can't help but feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. When we set out on this journey to find a new home among the stars, we knew it wouldn't be easy, but we never could have predicted just how many challenges we would face along the way. It all started on that fateful day when the asteroid hit. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was at work, going about my business as usual, when suddenly the ground started shaking. At first, I thought it was just an earthquake, but as the tremors grew stronger, I knew something was terribly wrong. I remember running out of the building, trying to get as far away as possible. All around me, people were screaming and running in every direction. I could see buildings collapsing, cars flipping over, and fires breaking out everywhere. It was chaos. As the shaking finally stopped, I looked up and saw the most terrifying sight of my life. The sky was filled with ash and smoke, and there was a huge crater where the city used to be. It was then that I realized the truth. We had been hit by a massive asteroid. In the days and weeks that followed, it became clear that the asteroid had caused irreparable damage to the planet. The air was polluted and toxic, the water was contaminated, and most of the land was completely uninhabitable. The few remaining survivors were left with no choice but to leave Earth behind and search for a new home among the stars. As part of the crew of the USS Odyssey, I was among the brave few who set out on this journey. We traveled through the vast expanse of space in a fleet of ships, facing countless challenges along the way. It was a long and difficult journey, but we were determined to find a new place to call home. And so, I am writing these memoirs as a way to document our journey and the lessons we learned along the way. It has been a long and difficult road, but I believe that it is a story that needs to be told. Through my words, I hope to provide a glimpse into the struggles and triumphs of the human spirit, and to inspire others to never give up hope, no matter how difficult the journey may seem. As I sit here and reflect on all that we've been through, I am filled with a sense of awe and wonder at the experiences we have had. From the moment we set out on this journey, we knew that it wouldn't be easy, but we never could have predicted just how many challenges we would face along the way. One of the most difficult challenges we faced was the hostile alien species that we encountered. Some were friendly and welcoming, while others were aggressive and hostile. It was up to us to find a way to coexist with these creatures, despite our differences. One of the most memorable encounters I had was with the Cathorians. They were a peaceful race, but their appearance was quite intimidating. They were tall and slender, with skin that glistened like silver. When we first met them, I have to admit that I was a bit nervous. But as we got to know them, I began to see that they were actually quite gentle and kind. Another encounter that sticks out in my mind was with the Zordons. They were a fierce and warlike race, and they were not pleased to see us in their territory. We had to use all of our diplomatic skills to try and smooth things over with them, but in the end, we were able to establish a fragile peace. But the challenges didn't stop there. We also had to contend with technical malfunctions, hostile space weather, and even attacks from other ships. At times, it seemed like the universe was against us, but we never gave up. We pulled together and worked as a team, using our skills and resources to overcome every obstacle in our path. Despite all of the challenges we faced, I am proud of what we were able to accomplish. We found a new world that was suitable for human life and set out to build a new society there. It was a long and difficult process, but we were determined to make it work, and in the end I believe we succeeded. We may have lost our home, but we gained something even greater, a sense of hope for the future. I am grateful to have been a part of this journey, and I will always cherish the memories that I have made along the way. Finding a new world that was suitable for human life was no easy task. We searched for years, traveling through the vast expanse of space and exploring countless planets. Some were too hot, some were too cold, and some were just plain inhospitable. It seemed like we would never find a place that was suitable for us, but we never gave up. We were determined to find a new home, no matter how long it took. And finally, after years of searching, we found a planet that seemed to be just right. It was a rocky, barren world, with a thin atmosphere and no sign of intelligent life. But it had water, and with some terraforming, we knew we could make it a place where humans could thrive. The process of terraforming was long and difficult. We had to build massive infrastructure projects to transform the planet's surface, creating oceans, lakes, and rivers where there were none before. We had to bring in plant life and animals to create a new ecosystem, and we had to build shelters and homes to protect ourselves from the harsh elements. But we were up to the task. We worked tirelessly, day and night, to make this new world a place where humans could live. And slowly but surely, our efforts began to pay off. The planet started to come alive, with greenery and wildlife appearing everywhere. The air grew cleaner and fresher, and we were able to build a new society, one that was strong and vibrant. It wasn't easy, and there were times when we wanted to give up, but we never did. We were driven by a sense of purpose and determination, and we knew that if we kept going, we could create a new home for ourselves among the stars. And in the end, that's exactly what we did. I am proud of what we have achieved, and I am grateful to have been a part of this journey. It has been a long and difficult road, but it has been worth it. We may have lost our home, but we gained something even greater, a sense of hope for the future. And that, to me, is the most precious thing of all.